Are you prepared for an emergency? Imagine this. The power's out, the shops are closed, and you're cut off from the outside world. It might sound like a scene from a movie, but natural disasters, grid failures, or even something as simple as a snowstorm can quickly turn that scenario into reality. Out here, in the wild, I've learned the hard way that being prepared is paramount for survival. That's why I'm here to guide you through the essential items you need to stockpile now to face any challenge head-on. We're about to delve into the 12 must-have items that will equip you to weather any storm. Think of this as your ultimate survival checklist, your key to navigating the unexpected and emerging safely on the other side. So, let's ditch the comfort zone and embrace the wild side of preparedness, because out here, being ready can mean the difference between life and death. Right, let's talk sustenance. When disaster strikes, the first thing on your mind after safety is going to be your stomach. Remember, a growling belly is a sure sign of dwindling energy and a weakening spirit. You need to maintain your strength and focus to tackle whatever challenges come your way. That's why stocking up on non-perishable food is non-negotiable. I'm talking about the essentials that can last for months, even years, without refrigeration. Think canned goods like beans, soups, and vegetables, packed with vital nutrients to keep you going. Rice and pasta are lifesavers too, providing those essential carbohydrates for energy. And don't forget about water, the elixir of life. Always have a reserve of at least 1 gallon per person per day. Trust me, you don't want to be caught thirsty with a parched throat when the going gets tough. I've been there, and it's not a pleasant experience. Now, you might think you'll just pop to the supermarket when the time comes, but believe me, in a real crisis, those shelves will be empty faster than you can say, earthquake. So be proactive, be prepared, and make sure your pantry is stocked and ready for anything. Remember, a well-fed survivor is a strong survivor. Let's face it, in this day and age, we rely on gadgets for almost everything. But what happens when the power grid goes down, and those trusty devices turn into useless bricks? That's where batteries come in, your lifeline to a world without electricity. Imagine needing to call for help but your phone's dead. Or relying on a weather radio for vital updates only to be met with silence. A good supply of batteries in various sizes is crucial. We're talking AA, AAA, C, D, you name it, have it on hand. These little powerhouses can mean the difference between staying informed and being left in the dark. They can power up your flashlights, radios, and even some medical devices. Don't underestimate their importance. And here's a pro tip from a seasoned adventurer. Store your batteries in a cool, dry place to prolong their life. Trust me, you'll thank me later when your devices are still running strong while others are scrambling for juice. Remember, knowledge is power, and in an emergency, batteries are the key to keeping that knowledge flowing. Out in the wild, I've faced my fair share of hairy situations. And if there's one tool that's consistently got my back, it's a trusty multi-tool. Think of it as your Swiss Army knife on steroids. A compact powerhouse of practicality. A good multi-tool combines the essentials. A knife, pliers, a screwdriver, a saw, all in one convenient package. It's like having a toolbox in your pocket, ready to tackle any repair, assembly, or even self-defense situation. Need to cut through a rope, tighten a loose screw, or even build a makeshift shelter? Your multi-tool is your go-to solution. It's the ultimate problem solver for unexpected challenges. And believe me, when you're in survival mode, every ounce counts. That's why the compact size of a multi-tool is a godsend. It fits easily in your pocket or backpack, always at the ready when you need it most. So, don't underestimate the power of this versatile tool. It's a must-have for any survival kit, whether you're facing a natural disaster or just a minor mishap. Remember, being prepared is about anticipating the unexpected, and with a multi-tool by your side, you'll be ready for anything. We're so accustomed to the convenience of modern appliances that we often forget the simple beauty of manual tools. But when the power's out and your electric can opener is nothing more than a fancy paperweight, you'll wish you'd paid more attention to the old-school ways. A sturdy can opener, a sharp knife, a cutting board. These are the unsung heroes of a survival kitchen. They don't require electricity, they don't need batteries, and they'll never let you down. Think about it. How will you open those cans of beans or chop those vegetables without these essential tools? A manual can opener might seem archaic in today's world, but in an emergency, it's a lifesaver. And don't forget about a good old-fashioned hand crank or battery-operated radio. It's your lifeline to the outside world, providing vital information and a sense of connection when you need it most. Remember, simplicity is key in a survival situation. Don't rely solely on modern conveniences. Embrace the tools that have stood the test of time. They might just surprise you with their resilience. Fire. It's more than just warmth. It's a symbol of survival, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. And to keep those flames flickering, you're going to need a reliable source of cooking fuel. Now, when the grid's down, your trusty stovetop is about as useful as a chocolate teapot. That's why having alternative cooking methods is crucial. Propane camping stoves are a godsend, portable, efficient, and perfect for boiling water or whipping up a hot meal. But don't stop there. Diversify your fuel sources. Stock up on charcoal for grilling, and consider a solar oven for a more eco-friendly approach. Remember, the more options you have, the better equipped you'll be to adapt to any situation. And here's a tip from my years in the wild. Always store your fuel safely and responsibly. Keep it away from open flames and make sure you've got proper ventilation. Safety first, my friends. In a crisis, the ability to cook a hot meal can make the difference between despair and a glimmer of normalcy. It's about more than just sustenance. It's about maintaining morale, boosting spirits, and reminding ourselves that even in the darkest of times, there's always a flicker of hope. We're venturing into the realm of health now, and trust me, when it comes to survival, a well-stocked first aid kit is non-negotiable. It's your first line of defense against infection, pain, and potential complications. Now, we're not talking about performing open-heart surgery here, but basic wound care is essential. Bandages, gauze, antiseptic wipes, these are your everyday heroes in the battle against infection. And let's not forget about pain relief. Over-the-counter medications like ibuprofen or acetaminophen can be lifesavers, literally. They can help reduce fever, alleviate pain, and make a world of difference in your overall comfort. But here's the kicker. Don't wait until disaster strikes to familiarize yourself with these supplies. Take the time now to learn basic first aid, understand the uses of different medications, and practice essential skills. Remember, knowledge is power, and in a survival situation, that knowledge could be the difference between a minor setback and a life-threatening situation. Stay prepared, stay informed, and stay healthy. Let's zoom in on a true champion of the first aid kit, acetaminophen. Now, you might know it by its more common brand names, but whatever you call it, this little pill packs a punch when it comes to pain relief. Imagine this. You're in the thick of an emergency. You've been working tirelessly, adrenaline coursing through your veins. But as the dust settles and the initial shock wears off, you start to feel it, the nagging headache, the muscle aches, the throbbing pain from a minor injury. That's where acetaminophen steps in like a trusty sidekick. It effectively reduces fever and tackles those aches and pains, allowing you to focus on the task at hand. Trust me, a clear head and a pain-free body can make all the difference in a survival situation. But here's the thing. Acetaminophen isn't just a one-trick pony. It can also be a lifesaver for children and infants, helping to reduce fever and discomfort associated with illnesses. Remember, always consult the dosage instructions and keep medications out of reach of children. But having acetaminophen in your arsenal is a wise move. It's a versatile, effective, and essential part of any well-stocked first aid kit. Out in the wild, I've learned the hard way that exposure to the elements can be just as dangerous as any predator. When temperatures plummet or the heavens open, having adequate protection from the elements is crucial. We're talking about the essentials here: warm blankets, durable tarps, and waterproof clothing. These aren't just creature comforts, they're your first line of defense against hypothermia, frostbite, and the debilitating effects of extreme weather. Imagine being caught in a sudden downpour without a waterproof jacket or seeking shelter in freezing temperatures with only a thin sheet for warmth. Not a scenario you want to find yourself in, right? That's why having a stash of thermal blankets, wool socks, and waterproof outerwear is non-negotiable. These items provide insulation, trap body heat, and keep you dry when it matters most. And here's a pro tip. Don't forget about hats and gloves. These small but mighty accessories play a crucial role in regulating body temperature and preventing heat loss from extremities. Remember, staying warm and dry is about more than just comfort. It's about maintaining your core body temperature and ensuring your survival in the face of Mother Nature's fury. Now let's talk long-term sustainability. Stocking up on non-perishable food is essential, but what happens when those supplies start to dwindle? That's where the power of gardening comes in. a sustainable source of fresh food right at your doorstep. I'm talking about heirloom seeds, those little packets of potential that can transform your backyard into a thriving food source. Tomatoes, beans, squash, lettuce, these are just a few examples of resilient crops that can thrive in a variety of conditions. Think about it. Imagine being able to supplement your dwindling food supplies with fresh, homegrown produce. It's about taking control of your sustenance, ensuring a consistent source of nourishment even in the face of prolonged emergencies. And here's the beauty of it. Gardening is more than just a practical skill. It's a therapeutic activity that connects you with nature, reduces stress, and provides a sense of accomplishment. So grab a packet of seeds, find a sunny spot in your yard, and start planting. It's an investment in your future, a step towards self-sufficiency, and a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, life finds a way. We've talked about the importance of batteries, but let's face it, those little powerhouses won't last forever. That's where solar chargers come in, a renewable, reliable source of energy that can keep your essential devices running even when the grid's down. Imagine this. You're relying on your weather radio for vital updates, but the batteries are running low. With a solar charger, you can simply harness the power of the sun to replenish those batteries and stay informed. These ingenious devices come in all shapes and sizes, from compact portable chargers for your phone to larger panels that can power multiple devices. They're a must-have for any survival kit, providing a sustainable and eco-friendly way to stay connected. And here's the best part. Once you've invested in a solar charger, it's a gift that keeps on giving. No more scrambling for batteries or relying on unreliable power sources, just you, the sun, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're prepared. So embrace the power of the sun and invest in a solar charger. It's a smart, sustainable, and essential step towards ensuring your devices are always ready to go when you need them most. Now, let's talk about a topic that's often uncomfortable but undeniably important: personal protection. In a crisis, the rules of society can change, and it's crucial to be prepared to protect yourself and your loved ones. I'm not advocating for aggression, but rather for a level-headed approach to safety. A can of pepper spray, a personal alarm, or even basic self-defense knowledge can make all the difference in deterring potential threats. Think about it. In a chaotic situation, your safety might depend on your ability to disengage from a dangerous encounter or create a window of opportunity to escape. Having a means of personal protection can provide that crucial advantage. But here's the key. Personal protection is about more than just physical tools. It's about awareness, situational awareness, and trusting your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Remember, your safety is paramount. Be prepared, be vigilant, and trust your gut. In uncertain times, having a plan and the means to protect yourself can make all the difference. We've talked about the importance of cooking fuel, but what happens if you find yourself in a situation where starting a fire is a matter of life or death? That's where fire starters come in, your trusty companions in igniting hope in the darkest of times. We're not just talking about your average lighter here, though those are handy too. I'm talking about reliable, waterproof fire starters that can withstand the elements and deliver a spark when you need it most. Think magnesium fire starters, waterproof matches, or even cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly. These little lifesavers can make the difference between a cold, miserable night and a roaring fire that provides warmth, light, and a much-needed morale boost. And here's a tip from my years in the wild. Practice makes perfect. Don't wait until you're in a survival situation to try out your fire-starting skills. Find a safe place outdoors, gather some tinder and kindling, and hone those fire-starting techniques. Remember, fire is more than just a source of warmth. It's a symbol of hope, a beacon of survival, and a testament to human ingenuity. So be prepared, be resourceful, and keep those fire starters close at hand. There you have it, folks. The 12 essential items that should be on every prepper's checklist. From non-perishable food and water to first aid supplies and personal protection, these items provide a solid foundation for navigating the unexpected. Remember, building your survival stockpile doesn't have to be an overwhelming task. Start gradually, adding a few items each week or month. Every step you take towards preparedness is a step towards greater peace of mind. So take action today. Equip yourself with the knowledge, skills, and supplies needed to face any challenge head-on. Stay prepared, stay safe, and remember, out here, it's not about luck. It's about preparation meeting opportunity.